everyone, and this video is an answer to all the students and people asking that how the BMS students go through examinations throughout the year. They say about every month examination, sometimes they're giving after 6 months, and so much more like this that we come about to see in vlogs and different sort of videos these people make. So this is a video related to the curriculum that has been devised very newly in the year 2021. Once upon a time, Ayurveda walked a very different path. Like the students joining in here had 4 years of uneven phases, different sort of theories and clinical exposures delayed. And suddenly 2021 happened after the COVID attack. And then there was a silent revolution by the National Commission for Indian System of Medicine, which is the NCISM, under which all the colleges and all the Ayur system, medical colleges and hospitals work. Basically, let's talk and break it down into how this was a different one to the previous curriculum by the CCIM and what all has happened that has led us to a system where we keep going on examinations, we have more clinical exposures than previous curriculum, and what else changes are made. I'll just break it down into different parts, and every student who is going to pursue BMS or wanting to join in Ayurveda, this video is completely going to change how you see your journey. And previously BMS looked like 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1.5 year followed by 1 year of internship, just like our MBBS students say their story about. But basically now that it has been restructured to something much more intense, it's consisted of 3 professional years of 1.5 years each, like 18 months straight in a single professional year. And that is why I keep saying you that abhi bhi first year chal raha hai, abhi bhi second year chal raha hai, and finally I am in the final year. But now that we are into a restructured form, it has been consisted of this 4.5 years of studies, ending up with 1 year of internship, jahan ki 6 months we have rotatory internship in allopathy hospital like the district headquarters, and another 6 months in our own hospital or the OPDs and IPDs. Let's get into that part of the video where I'll talk what happens in this 1.5 year long stretch. Basically, we have this in divided versions, like 18 months are divided into 3 semesters, and that are 6 months each. 6 months, in the interval of 6 months, we appear one internal or terminal examination, you can say, and every 2 months we appear a periodic examination which consists of just 15 marks, and we cover mostly the portions that are taught in that particular period. But in the terminals there is specificity in our syllabus, and accordingly we need to get done with all that syllabus in order to appear for their examination. And that examination is completely based on how our university examinations goes. It means vivas, practicals, record checking, and every other syllabus being touched in the question paper. Basically, the only introduction of a new thing is that never did anyone had some elective course like we did. Like we have provided some of the subjects from NCISM because our theories get so much stacked and clinical exposures are delayed. They thought of preparing us with some modern managements and some more curricular like things that we can also focus on beyond our syllabuses. So diploma courses like का कुछ topics होता है where we get in to an online platform taught by different professors and HODs from national institutes, and we get a lot of clinical exposures there. So basically we have to attend the online classes in a particular time of the year. We also have to appear for the examinations of the 3 papers we purchase every year. We purchase the course and we have to like select them in order to our accordance. Like we choose the course according to our convenience. Whatever course you want to get in, you have to inform it to your college teachers, inform it to your CR, and get the list out of it. And this is just managed by the college. But the thing is that the gradation, the examinations are all done by the NCISM. और इसमें हमको एक time आता है where we get the notice in the college, and then we have to buy 3 of the courses. Sometimes it's ABC, sometimes it's EFG, and this way we get to buy that. We have to attend the lectures, sometimes live and sometimes recorded. Now for the time being it's all recorded. Like all these 3 years we have been going through the recorded classes, and during the September or August kind of timing, we get to have appear for the examination, after which we get the certification that helps us in also gradation. Like in our internals scoring system, it carries 10 marks. So this is a very different thing that happened. It's time for the subject, and the first professional year consists of Rachna Sharir, anatomy, Kriya Sharir, subject of physiology. Third is Samhita Adhyayan, which is Charak Sanhita, Shutristhan 1 से 12 अध्याय तक. Thirdly, Padarth Vigyan, and then lastly the Sanskrit book of literature or grammar. This is second year where we have 6 subjects in total. First of all, Rog Nidan and Vikriti Vigyan. This is pharmacology and diagnostics altogether. Second, Agad Tantra or toxicology. Third is Rashasastra and Vaisarja Kalpana, where we get to know about Ayurvedic medicines, and this is where we start gaining knowledge about modern and Ayurvedic relevance. Fourth is Dravya Gun, which tells us about all the herbal plants, the constituents, and all that we need to know about the herbal plants. Fifth is Shwastha Vritta, or the one that we call as community medicine in modern maybe. And sixth is Charak Samhita again. It's the time for Sutrasthan 13 to whole of the Purvardh now. Then comes the third year or my official final year. Here comes the subjects like all that clinicals comes into one place. Starting with that great Kaya Chikitsa or the Department of Medicine. Then comes Salya, which is the Department of Surgery. Shalakya, Department of Ophthalmology and ENT. Prastruti Tantra and Stri Roga is gynecology and obstetric at one place. Komar Vritya is pediatrics. Panchakarma is our weapon, as you all know. And last but not the least, it's a Charak Samhita, and here we cover the Uttararth or the second part of Charak Samhita. Last but not the least, the research and statistical methodology subject, where we get in to learn about research. And the most sparkling point is that since that 2021 curriculum, NCISM has introduced a 15 to 20 day program of orientation program before the students get in on their benches in the classes. They need to get what we see bedside. So the orientation program has helped students to get more confident about the path they are choosing. And this is again a very novel thing that NCISM has introduced in this curriculum. Now that we are done with what all NCISM has done, what actually is it going to benefit to the students or the BAMS pursuers? There are two major advantages that I have identified till far. First of all, the outcome-based learning. Through continuous internal assessments, vivas, bedsides, and patients' exposures, clinical postings have led us to a state where we are more confident about dealing with patients while we go in during the duration of internship, and even if we think of practice just after getting out of the college. We get to know it very early in our life so that we get to enhance our studies through theory, and while we do theory we also think of how to tackle it practically. Second is the integration of Ayurvedic and modern sciences through that rotatory internship, where first time we got to realize that whatever we study, we always keep saying that our syllabus has always the Ayurvedic and modern sciences all together in same proportions. But what do we do that if we don't get that into the service of the patient? So now that we have got this opportunity to get on with this rotatory internship, we get to see cases that our hospital never faces. We get to learn about emergencies. We get to learn about more things which actually will not lead to a fight but can save a person's life. So this has helped us a lot in enhancing our knowledge and bringing that anatomy, physiology and surgical knowledge into service or into the reality. So these are two advantages, and now I want to talk about the realities that we face as the first batch who faced this NCISM curriculum. First is longer duration and more burnout. Obviously, until and unless we don't get in of good grades in the final university examination, we are never happy with our terminal examination. Every 6 months an examination comes and we stand up with that same fear of not losing any mark in this examination so that will appear for the universities. And this becomes like a threshold mark for us to appear in the university, because nowadays most of the colleges have started the supplementary for even this chota mota terminals examination that people say, but this has been a very crucial thing in our marking system. Second, it's a long duration, and in this a heavy syllabus that you people can see. Like all the subjects were divided into 4 years, and now that it has been introduced into 3 years, it has been very compact, and the last year has all the clinicals, where people also expect from us the clinical knowledge, expects from us the best medicines, the best therapies we can give, and they expect us from us that we will be a very perfect doctor at final year itself. Third, constant clinical assessments. The notice splashes on our face whenever we think of doing something important in our lives. I hope this video brings you some help. If you are also a student who is after this 2021 experimental batch, you need to know all this information in your hands. And if you did like this video, then please like, share and subscribe the channel. And till the next video, I bid you goodbye.